Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Reser Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. And the Golden Bears have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will have the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time. And these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Sweet cut there. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The kick is on its way. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Cal's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go with me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Makes the grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got the quick pass. Sweet spin. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Now adjusting. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. They'll go with a direct snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Trying to keep this drive alive. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
The Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Card in the backfield. It's James. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cal! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Backed up in the shadow of their... Post, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Power football with the run. Makes a man miss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Might be changing the route. Brown will throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Golden Bears looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Crosses the 45 out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice.
He can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting the rhythm. How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First play of the period will be a second down. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Got his man quickly. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Golden Bears! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State took care of business and left little. in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Ripping through the defense. Just shedding tackles. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught on the outside. It's Hankerson. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for space. It's Hankerson. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Handoff to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't have it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And his offense didn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety. And that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Snagged in the middle. It's James. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they get that 4th down conversion by running the football. That's now 4 4th downs they've been able to convert. Defensively, you've got to find a better way to get off the field somehow, some way.
Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Going for the big play. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Give to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that. Out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've gotten really productive play from their quarterback as well. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. With the catch, it's James. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oregon State takes over. Ready. Beavers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
The Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Buys a little extra time. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And the Golden Bears will move the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got... a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears are in a mess here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Holds it in. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The toss to the right. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cal.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after... point, they're on top by 12. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the Dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Breaks into
So dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Beavers will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Quick strike complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to get the edge on the right. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some... Oh, the ball's out on the return. Oh. A disaster on that return, and they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
The Beavers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He won't. It'll bring up 4th down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.